Hello and welcome to my stream today. Welcome Jameson, Bakasura, and Shady. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a good day, because I am looking forward to playing more Ultimate Admiral. Now first of all though, I'm going to have to turn on the usual music, because otherwise it's going to be a little bit quiet. You're well, that's good to hear. Very good. Hi Classic. Ahoy. Ironic to play U-Boat song before not using any. I know, right? That's why I used it. I was thinking about trying using them again, but they're not cheap, and they're not great either. I wanted to use Bismarck, but I don't have Bismarck in a format where I can use it without playing all of my audio alongside it. Got your weapon from X today, so you're done with that fight. Nice. Yeah. But welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Rolled 96 on the cover. Nice. Well, last week, we have tried to take northern France 3 times in a row, all of which have failed. However, the land invasion is going swimmingly, so we might just get it that way. We shall see. However, more important than that is the fact that our ships, specifically our more modern battleships, have actually started to really lay on the hurt on the French Navy. So they are currently bleeding out, even on terms of battleships. They were a bit effective against our older types, but at the moment, they're not doing well. As you can tell by them being all the way down here, having 2 ships in active fleet. They're building 62, but they're not going to get done fast enough for actually making a difference. Also, they're currently at war with me, America, and Japan. Also, we're almost in an alliance with America. Accidentally skipped like 3 tiers of boss fights in V-Rising today. Huh. I don't know how that game works, so you'll have to enlighten me. Also, it seems that Austro-Hungary is also getting absolutely screwed because they have 4 ships. They're even worse off because they have 2 light cruisers and 2 torpedo boats. They have barely anything. What the hell? Italy, yo. Okay, that's all torpedo boats. Never mind. 47 torpedo boats in their fleet. Very odd, very odd. Anybody else that is looking suspicious? Spain is not doing well. They don't have many ships. They might be a good target for another war. Honestly, Austria-Hungary is looking very spicy right now to attack. But they're being attacked by 2 other people. Anyway, we shall quickly try to do 2 things. Or one of 2 things. 1. Improve relations with the British. If it doesn't work, next time we're going to start another invasion of northern France. If that doesn't work, well, shit. At the moment, we're doing very well, though our unrest is rising. That's not great. I might need to stop trying to raise my my popularity with certain nations soon, which might mean that we slip into a war against Britain, which at the moment doesn't look that nice for us. Now, most of the ships come from the smaller classes. We're almost equal in CAs and CLs. We have more battleships, and we have less destroyers and torpedo boats, but I think we can make up for that. We actually have more tonnage than them. Hello, Emperor of Finland, and no, we don't. Actually, the very first thing I want to do here. I just remembered that last week, shortly before we ended the stream, we unlocked the first battlecruiser hull. The very first one. It's not gonna be the greatest. Also, we have a Dreadnought 3. I completely forgot about that part. Good design for you. No, it's fine. It's a bunch of world bosses grouped by level, which gate progression by each unlocking new stuff. Some static must roam. Um, Two of the roaming ones, one level 44, one level 50, overlap, and then on factions hostile to each other. The level 50 boss lost, and you managed to snipe it with the kill. I see. Oh no, wait, actually, did we? No, this is still a Dreadnought too. Also, the reason why I'm declining your offer for designing it for you is not because I don't like your design philosophy, but just because doing the designing part is like one of my favorite things about this game. So increase the beam, make it wider, boy. Actually, how many gun turrets did I have on this? This already had 5 dual 13 inches. We actually have access to these things. Now that is neat. I really like these turrets. Or these towers. More importantly, can we have one with... Yes, we can. We might just be able to do the funny. Okay, okay, I can get behind this. Now, the most problematic thing about this might just be the weight. Nope, stereoscopic 2. Okay, we actually need to remodel our other battleships as well. Yeah, it's definitely going to be the weight. Holy shit, this ship is heavy. 160%. If we go to natural boilers, 99.8. Huh. Huh. I mean, it's currently fairly slow. The thing is, if we go to induced boilers, it's going to increase our weight a little bit. Which is fine. Like 23 point something knots would be very nice to have. At which point we can go with one of these funnels, one of the hyper funnels. We're not gonna get to build the thing that I want to build. There's no way. I was wrong! We do get to! Super duper firing turrets in 1910! Oh, well, not even 1910, 1906 or something like that. I love this kind of bullshittery. I really do. Now, the unfortunate truth is that with Citadel 2, the more I move this backwards, the heavier we'll get. What, Jameson? Have you never seen this stuff? Because, man, you can do some funky shit with certain hulls. It's great. Now, we might just be screwed, though. The level 50 boss ran back to the into the iron mine. I see. Because I don't think we have enough weight left over to actually make this thing reasonably armored and have secondaries. Can I do 4.5? No. Yeah. Here's the thing. We can't make this thing reasonable with this current thing. Basically, if we want to use this tower, the way that we're gonna have to do it is put it all the way back here. Actually, no, we can still put it all the way up here. The main guns are still gonna be 11 inches. But basically, the way that we're going to be using it is by putting a secondary gun up there. Maybe 8 inches or something. which doesn't really... It doesn't really sit well with me. This does not feel like a big enough upgrade to actually be worth building a new ship class for it. This is going to be an expensive ship to build, and it's not going to be that much better. Instead, we're going to go and build a battlecruiser. Oh, right. The first few battlecruisers have this really weird as hull design. I entirely forgot about this. Now, normally you're supposed to put it up here, but, you know, what's normal, right? Kind of makes it look like a fucking container boat. Let's just quickly set up the engine and everything, which shall be all fine. You're only level 39, I see. That's probably a problem. This thing has a lot less weight, a lot less size than we can work with here than the battleships. Now, in order to make this thing reasonable for me, I want to at least have 4 double turrets. 76% out of this bigger funnel. Jesus Christ. Now, we're currently at natural, so if I go to induced, how much are you going to give me then? 123. 100. It's only 24 knots. Let's make it 25. A big funnel, 93. 69. Considering that we're going to need 2 anyway. This might actually be a fairly okay setup. Reason being... actually, maybe we can shuffle this around a bit. So this is 442 tons at 28 funnel capacity, 2 of which get me up to 100%. Okay. Let me just give me a moment. Actually, this is wrong. So in order to reach 100%, I would need to be at about 53 funnel capacity. The smallest funnel gives 23, so if I have a 30 somewhere... Apparently that's not quite correct. Unless I'm thinking of what goes funnel 3. Oh, because they still get modified, don't they? But basically, 2 of these funnels cost me about 800 tons of weight. I don't think it makes much of a difference if I go 1 bigger and 1 smaller here. This adds 3, this is missing 5. So if I go with 1 of these, and 1 of these, 101%. Looks a bit funky, but that's fine. Now, what can we put here as main battery? We could put 13 inches here. First and foremost. Now, maybe we do want to wait here a bit. We can't really make this a great battle cruiser. Unless we use some beam and side turrets. Maybe some cross-deck fire. If we want to use cross-deck fire, we can actually work around this a bit. Main guns, centerline guns, 13-incher. Our engine efficiency just dropped. Why? Because of the weights? Or is it because of the pitch? Oh no, wait, it's because I'm fucking heavier because I increased the beam. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. So we can probably work with some cross-deck fire here. Hello, green avocado. 1, I'm not a fanboy, and 2, I'm not a fox. Does this save me weight? It does not. Which is funny. Side guns. 13-incher. Just put Q turrets. I mean, I could actually just put one in the middle. You are correct. I could actually then, at that point... that was wrong. I could make a gunboat out of this. Nope. There we go. Which is a terrible layout, but you know. I do have bombets, yes. The thing is, this is a battle cruiser, and its layout really doesn't lend itself well to bombets. It's the very first battle cruiser hull. You have a better idea? Ooh, I have an idea. I actually have an idea. Hang on. Move this as far back as possible. Move that out of the way. Give me 1 moment. 2 wings and 2 bubbeted Q. Basically what I was going to do just now. I don't know if I can get 2 bubbeted Qs, but we can try. I was going to try for 1 first and foremost. No! Can put one there, but not up here? Oh, come on! It doesn't let me. I can only put it back here. At that point, I should probably move that up there. Actually, no, I shouldn't, because that gives me a massive forward offset again. A little bit better turret arc-wise. I'm still want to go with side guns, though. You know, this is funky. Thought you wanted design help. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm sad. Eh. Let's just center the funnel. Yeah, we can work with this a little bit. Sort of a bit of a forward offset. Also, even more importantly, we haven't added this. And even more importantly, we haven't added any of this. There's no way in hell we're gonna get away with this. This is terrible. Yeah, there's no way. Fuck. Huh. We can reduce speed. Reducing speed is a valid option here. We can also reduce range. That's probably not enough to add all the armor, though. Oh, not 23. 13 is the minimum I want. Yeah, maybe 12. It is a battle cruiser. Ask Finn for the armor scheme. Nah, he has a different philosophy than I do. You see, the superstructure is entirely fine at 0.3 to 0.5 inches. It's fine. 6-inch extendable would be fine. Probably, but I like playing it safe with the belt specifically, especially early years, because most guns are very flat shooting and they have a lot of penetration. So between no, I will not. I expected you to say that before, though, honestly. We'll keep most of the small caliber HE shots out. It's fine. You're gonna ask me, you're gonna put all or nothing, which Finn doesn't recommend. I don't. I mean, if you're talking about the actual armor classed all or nothing, we don't even have access to that yet. If you're talking about doing all or nothing, without the actual armor class, it's not that great. If you have the actual armor class unlocked, it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. It's very strong. But it does have its downsides. Also, Finn doesn't agree with everything. And also, Finn isn't infallible. Just letting you know. Because my thoughts on the ship design are very different than his. Game mechanics cause flooding inside the ship even if it hits the end that are fully flooded. So it does not really work. Doing it with just the number so it's a proto-AON. Yeah. Also, it does work, Emperor Finland. The thing is, if you get flooded in an already flooded area, the ship does not lose much on extra buoyancy. The ship compartments can't continue flooding after they're full. They can flood again if they've been pumped out, or if they're not fully flooded, they can flood to the end. But they cannot flood further. Actually can. I've never seen it happen. Missing UAD King of the Hill. Yeah, we would need a lot of armor here. Hmm. Yeah, we are significantly short on armor. People would put 20 to 25 inches on belt and 15 inches on deck, and AON on edges. That is such ridiculous numbers of armor. Does not matter that I can't pen Citadel, the ship sinks just by penning the extended parts. I mean, yes. That is how that works. But again, you're probably not hitting the exact spot that you've hit before, but a very close other part of the ship. Most people put 20-inch main guns. Yeah, that's fair. Considering that 18 is like, I usually keep myself in the like sanity check range of what is possible IRL. Since the game mechanics of preventing AON ships being completely unkillable has the effect of causing flooding on the Citadel that you could never pen. Okay. You don't need to flood the Citadel in order to sink a ship, by the way. Like, you can sink a ship through flooding without ever hitting the Citadel. That's a thing. You can flood the extended parts, like front and aft, and sink a ship that way. That usually would be sufficient. Also, I don't think we can make this thing work in any way. Not with this turret in the middle. I would probably have to remove this and then we could, but unfortunately we don't get away with this. Not with this hull. Not with this hull. Yeah, no. This is more realistic, we just have to tone down the armor a bit. The section is already flooded, so it spreads... it sinks by flooding since the flooding hits a half chance in causing flooding on the unflooded compartment inside the Citadel. I mean, I've never seen that happen at all. That's odd. What is our gun range right now? Also, I have this really unfortunate habit when it comes to battle cruisers. 23 kilometers, that's very good. Oh, I think we have new shells. Yes, we do. Generally, our ships are not durable enough for that. That's fine. Might as well just make the wings into queues. Yeah, that's also fine. That does save a lot of weight. Basically going back to gunboat design. Again, this type of design has a lot of problems. Mainly, you have to show a full broadside in order to get a broadside off yourself. And also, you can't really put any secondaries on this unless you're using barbettes, which are heavier than turreted guns. It requires quite a bit of meta building to make ship tank that many shells. I mean, yeah, but we're not going to run into that issue, so it's fine. Like, if you run into the AI hitting you that much without you sinking them, use casemates. That's what I mean. Casemates are heavier than turret guns. Also, the AUN has the problem of causing instability by flooding and ruining the accuracy. Isn't that generally a thing, like, with any ship? Like, if you flood, you're gonna lose stability. And, yeah. So, the reason is here, this is the funny thing. I'm not going to actually put the secondaries the way that I'm doing it now. But, hypothetically, we're going to put one 5-inch gun here, right? This 5-inch gun weighs 34 tons for one gun barrel. If you go to secondary guns, you go to 5 inches to double barrels. This thing weighs 49 tons. That's less than double. What Finn is trying to say, it's going to be easier to do with AON. Yeah, but it's just not going to affect us in a playthrough where we fight against AI. That's it. It takes sort of 25 to 50% accuracy penalty from 25 to 50% flooding. I don't know. The thing is, we can't really put secondaries right here. In theory, we can, but that's going to affect our gun angles. 39 and cheap hens it. A cheap hens it. For another 5-inch back to back. Now, here's the thing. The more 5 inches we put over here, right, the significantly worse gun accurate or gun angles are gonna get. So I don't want to do that. We're gonna have to go with casemates, which again are significantly heavier. It's just something that is fun and basically breaking the game mechanics on King of the Hill. It's fine. It doesn't affect us in versus AI at all. So whatever. Ship is overweight already. Dang it. People do stuff that you would never normally do. Yeah, it's fine. But again, that just means that I don't have to bother with it. It is a decent amount, so the range is 8.8 kilometers, so I want to increase the barrel length by like 5%? Yeah, that's good enough. But if you make a ship to beat that meta, it works really effectively. Yeah, but if I make a ship that just works normally, it's gonna work pretty effectively as well. I don't need that. The 10-kilometer range is more than enough for the time. I'm aiming for 10-kilometer range. That's what I'm aiming for. Also, you are aware that the more barrel length you add, the more barrel length you add, the less deck penetration you have, right? Just make it 45s. So, also, you're never going to have a 5-incher that's going to penetrate a deck. That just doesn't happen. Just period. It's not going to happen. But you have more barrel to compensate. That does not compensate. That's not how that really works, but sure. Whatever. I know that it does. Okay, it is. It does work that way. I understand what you're telling me. That is exactly how it works. However, due to the angle of the impact of the shells, it's more likely for you to hit the deck and just skits off rather than hitting the belt and penetrating at distances. The extended penetration at distances doesn't help you for the in return for removing takes 20 to 30 kilometers to be a deck pen. No, that's not. My deck penetration at the moment at 17.5 kilometers is 11.3 inches, which would go straight through a current armor quality of 5.5 inches. Takes 20 to 30 kilometers to be attack at 10%. So, I don't care about King of the Hill! I don't care! This is 1910. The enemies engaged me at 10 kilometers. The battleships literally can't fire further. I am already outranging them by twice their range. It's entirely irrelevant. It doesn't give me any solid benefit for the downside of having worse deck pen and increased weight. I do appreciate you being here and everything, but I'm very sorry, but it just doesn't apply here. I understand that you have a very solid understanding of the game's mechanics and everything. However, it just doesn't affect me at the moment, so it's not required. It doesn't actually help me. Ah. Anyway, moving on. That would be nice. I mean, we can actually probably make that work. Also, I need to change this. Increased AP main shells and increased HE secondary shells, I think. Would be good. Just make your guns 45 so it look pretty. How much does it take? Oh, I see. 1% extra. I don't know why you want it to be 45s. Specifically. I don't think it changes much. Also, these turrets are just ugly. I'll be entirely honest. 1900s tech isn't generally made to be looking good. It doesn't just kind of doesn't end up looking good, I guess. Just a nice round number. I can get behind that. Now we have to deal with 300 tons that we need to get rid of somehow. Considering this is a battle cruiser, we can probably go to 12.5, belt, armor. Multiples of 5s are the best. I agree. Actually, no, not quite. I have a little bit of a quirk myself. I am a massive fan of the number 12, and I can't tell why, but multiples of 12 and numbers that can be divided by 12 and numbers that divide through 12, or that 12 can be divided by, I just don't know why. Like 3, 6, 12, 24, so on, so on. Kind of like them. I'm weird. The prime numbers, though. Multiples of 2. I mean, they are all multiples of 2 because they are divisors and multiples of 12, I guess. Which just inherently makes them divisible by 2. Okay. I guess our first ship named Königsberg is going to be a battlecruiser, and it's going to be weird. We're going to build 2 of these, by the way. Now, at the same time, you just like the 5s and 0s at the end. I mean, I entirely agree. They're great. Yeah, we're going to remodel this ship real quick, and hope that this doesn't add too much weight. Reason being, we have a new stereoscopic rangefinder. Shit. It took off 0.2 inches. There we go. So can you make a ship? I mean, you probably can. Here's the thing, right? I have a current rule for myself in this campaign, where every battleship and battlecruiser is only going to be available to me as an average of 3 per class. I can also not make a dead class, so I can't just make a class and not build one. So what this means that if I make a ship class, I can build either 3 of them and have an average of 3, or I can build 1 of a class and build 5 of another, still averaging out to 3. Semi-artisan, sort of. I'm trying to keep it like semi. It's not really realistic, but it's working within limitations, which just makes it a little bit more interesting to me, because this is the kind of thing where, if you look back in history, throughout most of the history, where is everyone making artisan ships, it's not that. I'm thinking of it this way: throughout most of history, most navies and nations haven't made like one ship class of battleships and battlecruisers. By the way, I'm not keeping myself to that in cruisers and stuff, because you just need a lot of them. But for battleships and battlecruisers, most nations didn't have one class and dozens of ships in that class. Most nations had a class, there was 2 to 4 ships in it, maybe 5. So I just took the average there, which is 3. Exceptions being, in the middle of World War II, America built shitloads of battleships, though also that was very different classes of ships every time. Yes, did the Samsons, and that's what I just mentioned. But they also only did that during World War II. They didn't even do that before that. So, I kind of want to keep myself a little bit more varied. It makes for a more interesting playstyle, because you have to work within the limitations of your ships. And if you go into a battle, they also tried to make 6 or higher classes. Yeah, there was... They also tried to make the Montana class, which would have probably been pretty fucking cool, but, you know, that never ended up happening. But yeah, it just makes it more interesting when you go into a battle and you have a bunch of battleships that you have to still manage, sort of, like, 4 Montanas, if you remember. Yeah, they wanted to make 4 of them. You have to still limit yourself to managing each class of battleship slightly differently, which means that you have to pay more attention. You could obviously just make a standard class of ship, make your entire navy out of that, be done. But I find that boring, because the shipbuilding part is very fun. Which is also why sometimes I take some less normal approaches. Sure, what do you want me to do? Keep in mind, if it's a battleship or battlecruiser, I have to build one. Give me a run-through. What do you wish me to pick? First of all, what class? Unfortunately, I don't have any good heavy cruisers or good light cruisers. We have actually gotten our hands on a decent destroyer class now, which is good. Which hull can go faster first? Theoretically, the battlecruiser. It's more reasonable to make it go faster. But that's simply because I don't have any fast battleship. Huh! I think we have our first battleship battlecruiser. Okay. Well, this one's technically... I mean, the optimal speed is 26.5. Yeah, battlecruiser. Do, 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 do. Then what is next? I'll humor you on this occasion. Then best towers and funnels. Best towers and funnels. Position of the towers, max optimal speed. Max optimal speed, 26.5. I'm gonna guess that I actually all of these should be probably just built out to the maximum. I'm going to guess. If you wish to disagree, tell me. Tower on the lower. Tower on the lower. That's kind of what I thought, because it gives you a bit more space to work with. Best funnels, are you sure? Ah, that's almost enough with one funnel on induced boilers. Almost enough. I mean, 97.9% is still pretty good. If you want to decide on something else, though, feel free. Put it back as far as possible. The tower as well. The tower can go very far back. The main tower, at least. Can't get it. Can't make it any further back than this. This battlecruiser hull is very sad. Let me tell you. I've already tried a few things. Not good enough. I have to also unfortunately tell you that if you want to put up a bet on the front, it doesn't work. You don't have enough space. You can't put two turrets at the front. It's sad. Do you have dual babettes yet? I do have the dual babettes for medium guns. I mean these things, right? I've not actually used them yet, so I kind of want to. Hmm. Do 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 do. Also about the quarters and maximum. Let's put a Q123 main gun in the best of the best tech and out the dual babettes on the fore and aft. I can't put the dual babette at the front. I can put it at the back, but then I have to pull these a bit further forward. Because it... First of all, it needs to spin around. Actually, I can put it all the way at the back here. Q1 to 3 at the best tech. Which do we have at the moment? Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark 3, Mark 3. Which caliber do you want? With the main tower back to normal? Up to here or what? Because all of these are Mark 3, so I'm going to let you the choice. Normal below. Okay. Yeah, I can't put a babette up here, unfortunately. It does not let me. Considering that you let's go with the like medium tech, I guess. It doesn't quite fit. Centerline 13s. 13s, you say? Centerline 13s. That's going to be very tight. I don't think we can make a triple setup work. As I said, this hull is sad. It is genuinely sad. There's so many things you just can't do with it. But I bet remember. You want to put the... Do they fit on there? Can you put a 13-inch gun on this Babette? No, you can't. Unless you're talking about a normal Babette. Medium superimposed. Well, that's a funky ship. The gun angles aren't great, but you know, it'll work. It'll work. Now, what's next? Might as well put an A turret. Might as well put an A turret. What do we do with the bombette at the end? Anything that we do with there, or is it just going to be there? Actually, we can't just leave it there. Empty bombette is actually in the thing that makes it not valid. 8.9 inches. As big as it gets. I'm going to guess doubles. Max length. Well, I think we already have 10%, yes. 8.9 inches. At 15-kilometer range. Funky. Funky. Also, if this hull were just a little bigger. Is it a multiple of 5? It's a 45. You're lucky. It worked out perfectly for you. It's a 45 caliber. Now, just to be nice for you, here, there you go. Well, now these are 45s as well. Just for you. Now tell me, friends. Do the same with the main guns. Yeah, yes, I don't do it. So you got your CNC move. Yes. Oh, I'm an idiot. It takes one button to click for me to turn it on, and I forgot to click it. 8.9 casemates. Oh, that's going to be heavy. I'm going to guess all of the middles here. Actually, that's the only ones I can put them in. Oop, come on. I'm going to also guess at max length. 15-kilometer range. They're 49 caliber guns though, so they're not a multiple of 5. We're gonna have to downgrade to 45s if you want them to be a multiple of 5. Also, they've so much less range as well. That's weird. Maybe 6%, 3%, 2%. 2% is a 45. If you want them to be a 45. Gonna massively decrease our range, though. Switch the dual babettes to normal babettes. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Significantly more sense. Short mode might be enough here. Secondary guns, 8-inch, yep, that's very good. That looks a lot better as well. Yeah, I'm gonna be, oh, there you go. Oh, nope. Now it needs to move slightly forward. There we go. Very good. Can you Nelson it? You mean the secondaries? If I can Nelson the secondaries, or do you mean the primaries? I don't think we have enough space. I can give it my best. No. Doesn't let me place another turret. And the only way we can move... Actually, if you're willing to hear me out, what we can do is put this turret up the front and put this tower up here. Then we can move everything further forward. Then I could Nelson that. But that's the only way I can do that. Wait, I'm waiting. I I have the feeling that I know what you're coming up with right now. I fucking knew it! No, there's no Babette slot back here. We already tried that on the other ship, remember? No funny for you. Worth a try. It was worth a shot. Also, I'm gonna quickly... This is something that I'm not willing to go without. Because, no rangefinder is pain. But a set of TNT is basically the best thing we can get. While you're busy doing that, I'm gonna go quickly set up the ammo. Actually, I'm gonna let you pick the ammo for once. Because I will definitely go, like, if you let me choose it, I'll go Cap Ballistic, Cap Ballistic. Simply because they are the most consistent. They might not be the best for every situation, but they're the best average. Move the 13th forward. Move the 13th forward. Apparently we can only move them this far, but that should be enough for me to Nelson it. Should have been enough? Basically, cap ball, I mean, base fuse and cap ballistic. Alright. It's not quite enough. And we can't move this further forward because there's no more slots for the Babette. Can you move the funnel a little bit closer? That's too far. Come on. Okay. I have another idea what we can do here to change this. How about Japanese cruiser style? Hang on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I have an idea. Hear me out here. We can't move this a bit further forward anyway, right? Might as well use the space. For the funnel. That way we're saving us valuable space at the back. Oh, that's too close. I'm committed to the Nelson secondaries. Come on! Just barely. Look at the forward offset. Oh, this thing is awful. Excuse me, so what does to Nelson it mean? Okay. The Nelson was a battleship with 3 main gun turrets, each having 3 16-inch guns. The way that they were oriented is basically exactly like this. They were all at the front of the ship, one on a Babette, looking over the other 2, one in front of it, below it, and one in front of that turret. So it could shoot Superfire 2 turrets directly forward. If you turned slightly at an angle, it could shoot all 9 guns in that direction. I recommend looking it up. It's a very interesting ship design. I think there's only 2 navies that have explored this concept, and only one that has actually built the ship, which is the Nelson class. Let's make it more realistic. What are you gonna do to me? What are you gonna make me do here? Oh, having fun. The best thing is that half the time I can tell exactly what you're going for. Take turret and put the nails to secondaries. That's fair. If we can. If we can. Let me just copy this. Yeah, that's what I thought. This hull is still sad. I can probably put 2 turrets up there. Actually, not. I can't even do that. It's too short. Just put secondaries there still. Okay, hear me out. Twin secondaries. They can both fire forward, which is very nice. Also, I'm going to be very sorry, but I'm only going to be building one of this. Sure about the offset. Yeah, that's fair. There's many problems with the ship already. I can tell you. Like, we haven't even touched the armor. Oh. Man. Also, quick question. Bulkheads and crew quarters. Because I always go with bulkheads many and crew quarters standard. Swap Q1 in the funnel. Swap Q1 in the funnel, you say? Yeah, we can do that. Spacious max. We can do that. I mean, to be fair, this thing will probably become our Hotel Yamato. Just a lot less prestigious. This thing is cursed, I love it. At the moment, okay, what's to do with the armor situation? Yeah, that is the thing, right? At the moment, if we fight at a reasonable distance, we need at least four, preferably 4.5-inch deck armor. That's something I can already tell. That's like going with the minimal, reasonable assessment. Also, I just dropped something. Yep. Now, for the belt armor, we're lacking. We are sorely lacking. I would like to go for at least 15-inch. Let me pull up the calculator. 4.5 inches would put us currently... It's currently actually very nice, because we had a perfect 100%, so just double it. Whatever armor we have, just double it. So, 4.5 would come up to 9 inches, which, at a reasonable distance, it's going to be difficult to penetrate. Like with our guns, with our 13 inches 45 caliber guns, we can penetrate that at 17.5 kilometers. Main build 13, deck 6.5. 6.5? Oh, we don't have enough weight for that. I can tell you already. Unless we go with thinner fore and aft. Now, what are we going to do? What are you going to make me do for fore and aft? Belt and deck. This is important. Because main belt 13 inches pretty standard. I'd do the same. Preferably would still be 14, 15, but it's going to be good enough. It is still a battle cruiser, not a battleship. Let's go to 1.5 both deck and belt extended. Ooh. Spicy! That's very light. Very light. Now, you probably want me to do the deck as well, though the deck at 1.5... The deck at 1.5, what range would that be with our own guns? That would be at 2.5 kilometers. No, actually it wouldn't be. It would be at 5 kilometers if I did it at 1.5. Dangerous, I respect it. But, again, we're going to be building one of these. It's going to be a bit annoying if we lose it, but we're going to be building one of these, and it's the 1900s. There's some experimentation involved, right? Conning Tower Superstructure. Please. 2 Superstructure, of course. 18 Conning Tower! Whoa. Whoa. That goes 200 tons to the superstructure. Then again, we don't have much superstructure on this ship. Citadel armor and turret armor. Maybe casemates as well if you want to. Actually, making good use of a 1 on the inners. 1 on the inners. That's very little. That is very little. Honestly, the turret armor looks fine to me. Maybe buff up the side armor of the turret, of the main guns, and also the Babettes, I don't know. They would have to punch through the deck and then hit the Babettes. We're not using, like, the big extent... Actually, no, we do have a Babette here. 13-5-13 turrets. 13-5-13. Can do, can do. That's quite thick. For the 8-9ers, I think they're okay. But you might disagree. Oops. I'm also going to name the ship class after you. Just so you're aware. I'm going to be building one of these, and it's got to be there. It's got to be participating in the war against the French. Unless they're defeated by the point that this is constructed, but at that point, that's a different problem. 9459. Full name? Maybe just Avocado. Unless you tell me a name for the ship. Woo! 10 tons! So that if it doesn't work, we know who to blame. It won't work. We already know it won't work. Look at it. I mean, it won't die, and if we get a broadside off, it's gonna be okay. It just won't be doing the best. Same with the casemate. Same with the... We're not gonna have enough. We're not gonna have enough. Too heavy. By almost 200 tons. The only thing we can really drop is range. But that's good enough. 8,000 kilometers range is good enough. Let's be honest. We don't need that much. Also leaves us with some leftover weight. 2 in the second one. The top armor for the casemates? Do we really need the 10,000 kilometer range? Very sorry about that. Never mind, make it 8-2 on the casemates. 8-2 on the casemates. 8-2 on the casemates. That way, we do still have a few 100 tons left over in case we have some remodels. Which we probably will. So. That would basically be all of the choices made. There's not really anything else to put, because if we put secondaries anywhere, we're going to impede our own main battery. Just try one last thing, okay. Surprise me. Max beam and 8-9 beside the funnel. Ooh. Max out the beam, you say? Ah! How did that... Hang on. I need to quickly check if the position is good. Okay. it's gonna impede with our main turrets. God, this thing is gonna be awful. Awful, I tell you. Also, 200 tons over. 200 tons over. Also, our range just dropped. Put it back, put it back. Yeah, increasing the beam usually has some unforeseen consequences. So, what is the name, or should I just name it Avocado? Because I can't just name it Avocado. Not the usual naming style. One last thing, check the 2 inches. Oh yeah, we can put some 2 inches somewhere. Except no, we can't. Maybe casemates. Casemates 2 inches. Casemate 2 inches. If I put one in every slot. Actually, those probably can't fly. I remember this fucking tower, and yeah, these ones are bugged. Anything you want me to do with them? Probably check if they're a multiple of 5. They are! They are 40 caliber. Max multiple of 5 length. Let's see what we get to when we put up a 10% extra. 44, nope. Can't get there, it's 44 at the max. I guess we have some close-in defenses. I guess that's it. Anything else? Hey, we're done name of Jericho. Because seeing is basically the same as hearing the trumpets of Jericho. After the sitting and after. Ah, I see. Finally build your vampires and it's fucking backwards. That's good. That's good. Let me just quickly remodel all of our other battleships and also create a heavy cruiser because... What is wrong with you? It's Mark III turrets! Ah! Pain. Okay. I'll do the thing where you spread your legs backwards chair. With a throne, I don't think that'll work. A throne is usually, you know, a substantial chair. We need to save 100 tons, so... Don't want to drop that much belt armor. Oh, come on. Eh. And you need to have a substantial spread. I didn't see that coming. The chair of considerable heft, but it is very tall. I see. So that's the Württemberg remodel. Though we're not really going to be building any more of these. They have not been doing one in combat. The Bremen, though, right? This thing's fucked. This thing has devastated the French Navy. And is going to continue to do so. Fucking power stance on your throne. Also, the Mark 3 turrets aren't breaking the ship, which is very nice. Squad on the top of the backrest. That's a vibe, I guess. I think that's someone to check and change. I don't think so. Just going to remodel all of our ships with some better rangefinders. The Bon. We have a few of these. It's basically a slightly changed Bohemian class. Basically different gun caliber. And some... Actually, I think we have basically the same secondaries here. Stereoscopic 2. Probably hit your head on ceiling. Yeah, we can probably put a rangefinder on here. 2 tons. Whatever. It's a very tall chair. I don't know, maybe you're just tall. It's possible, you know? So, first things first. Some weird things on the side that you can chill on. First things first. We actually have a usable heavy cruiser class. I did not notice this before. Now I have, and we're going to make use of it. Turbines, auxiliary engine, shaft, same as the BC. I understand. However, have you seen our other heavy cruiser hulls? They are awful. Atrociously bad. They're basically the not even pre-Dreadnought. Pre-Dreadnought battleships, but smaller. God awful. God awful. We can actually make something work with this. Natural boilers at 96.9%? Ooh. Oh, that's way too much. I would like to have 25, maybe 25.5. That's the recommended speed for this. That means 2 of these small funnels. And some actual main centerline 8 inches. Hang on, I'm going to guess. Yep, that's what I guessed. Did you put to Atlanta with this one? I don't believe so. Let me see if I can put multiple 8 inches on here. Super duper firing, I fucking love it. I mean, maybe you actually can. The thing is, do I pump this thing full of guns? First of all, I'm gonna quickly set the rest of the things that I need to be the way that I want them to. Standard ratio, increased HE, ballistic cat, stereoscopic rangefinder and radio, enhanced reloading, armor, 9 minimum, 6, deck of 4.5, 4, and 4. Conning tower, I want at least 9. Did I repeat the music? I don't think I did. No, I did. Never mind. Superstructure can be, I don't know, 0.5. Whatever. What's the ratio in weight in your shells? I'll check in a second. 2 and 4. What is the range on our main guns at the moment? 12 kilometers. I would like some extra range. Some extra range. 14 kilometers. Maybe we can patch the 15 or 16 kilometers. 16 kilometers. I want at least one turret forwards, you probably understand. However, now we're catching that one problem. The weight. The weight, the weight, the weights. I would like some secondaries. We have 4 inches Mark 3. 10 kilometer base range, that's good. That is actually very nice. Man, Mark 3s are good. Double the rate of fire base from the 5 inches. Well, the penetration is going to suffer if we take these. However, the rate of fire should probably make up for this, especially considering that we're going for the high explosive shells mostly. So that seems okay to me. Also, the turrets are smaller, so I can fit in a decent chunk more of those. Considering that we need to do some ARP weights. These are some good secondaries. Man. That's some good turrets that we got there. It's justified because it's a close-up turret, but you do you. While I understand it, I don't think it makes... No, okay, I understand. You can't actually change the armor on these. At all. At the same... No, wait. There was a spot. Ship is overweight. We can deal with this. Okay. We have to reduce some weights somewhere. First of all, we can probably go down to 4 inches main deck. Which is already where it's going to start being trouble. These guns don't quite have 10 kilometer range. If I increase them by, I think 2% it was, we should reach it though, yes. So we need to save 200 tons. I did not save as much as I thought it would. Okay, okay. I'll be entirely honest, the biggest weight saving is here. Right there. Oh, no, that's actually going to interfere with the turrets. Make it snug. I could probably do something here. That's a bit better. That's actually a good chunk better. And we still have 150 tons left over because we now made it a lot more squish and close together. So the Citadel is significantly smaller. So we probably don't have to sacrifice a 4.5-inch main deck. I think I'm happy with this. Now, it's still funky. It's very weird. But at the same time, it's the first actually usable heavy cruiser we have. It's going to be called the Saxony. Now we're going to check the Jericho's shell weight. Main gun, main gun, main gun. There we go, main gun. Shell weight AP, 698 kilograms. Shell weight HE, 437 kilograms. You mean, what do you mean with ratio? The rate of fire, or what do you mean? Oh, it's standard. Standard. I don't think we can get away with heavy, but you know. Also, keep in mind, our flash fire chance is quite high. Max AP HE. The way that I set it up is increased AP for main guns and increased HE for secondary shells. Because let's be honest, the secondaries are going to be mostly firing HE, while the main guns should be firing AP most of the time. Want a lower Saxony? No, because it's the first one, it's not a great one. It's the same philosophy as the beat effect. It's there, it's gonna get us through the war, it's not great. Also, to show off my previous heavy cruiser, the only ones that we had so far are these. Fair cheats, but it should do. These are age-old. What do you mean Bielefeld is there? Where is it? I don't know either. So yeah, this thing is... Yes, I know. These were the only other class of heavy cruiser that we have available. It's awful. It has secondaries everywhere, and it can defend itself very well against small ships. But it only has 4 main guns and no space for more. It's not great. It's also very slow. Heavily armored, though, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it basically has a kind of similar armor scheme to what we currently have. I should probably actually... We're probably going to be using these for a while longer, before our new heavy cruisers are in action. Did I already upgrade this? That's going to save us more weight. It's going to add more weight. That's going to add more weight. More importantly, this is going to add more weight. Okay, please make a battleship you have a design I really want to show you. While I appreciate the effort, I really do. There's one little thing that I have to say here. I'm running out of time. I'm going to be able to stream for, like, most another hour. Because I have to work tomorrow. And I would really like to get at least some fight against the French done. So just good if you want to make the design. Oh yeah, that's entirely fine. You need to build, you just need to design it. Yeah, as Bakasura has just said it, I do have a Discord. And while there is currently no channel for this game, I could actually make one. Probably not be the worst idea. Let me just refit the this thing as well. It's, again, you know, the only light cruiser class that was actually reasonable for me to make. Ha! We can save so much weight, because thanks to the turbine engines, we don't need these. We can probably fit in another turret. For some reason I can't fit one on the outside wall there. I can't place one in the middle. You know. We. Ballistite and everything, that's good. Honestly, this thing is fairly competent. Oh wait, that's fall. There's the design. Okay, I think that's the most important ships refitted. Did I refit the destroyer? I don't think I... No, I actually did. Okay. Good. Good. Very good. Now, I will immediately go and put some ships into production. Unless, of course, our docks are currently filled with ships that are already in production. And that should be... 1 Jericho, 2 Königsbergs, which will leave us out for some extra ships on the next few classes. Let me quickly check my own shipyards. They are currently half built, so that's good. Definitely build the Jericho. And we can definitely build the Königsbergs. Both of them. Very nice. What am I building at the moment? Dude, the Nelson is deck, Babette, and deck. Yes, I know. I am aware what the Nelson is. It's very weird. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but it is not very standard. Status. What are we currently building? Why are we using so much space? Oh, right, we're still building the Papenburg class. All 3 of them. Right, somebody ordered one of those. Why are you ordering Bielefeld class cruisers? I don't get it. Wait, deck, Barb. Ah, close enough. Funnily enough, the who order ships that don't exist? Yes. So, politics. France, get over here. Oh no, wait, we didn't actually end the turn, so it's still the same turn. We've been in 1 turn for 1.5 hours. Jesus Christ. God damn. The war continues. Very good. Well, gee, thanks, I guess, for making the only light cruiser hulls that I actually used obsolete. That doesn't help me at all, game. Okay, Britain does not want to be my friend. Unfortunately, we'll have to pay off Britain again, the 3rd time. But the good thing is, we have enough money to do so, by far. The bad thing, we have to pay them off again. Just tell you about your partnership idea. Okay. Go ahead. Naval invasion. Choose province. Northern France. Yes. Let's go. We have basically all of the navy here already. The French currently don't have anything, which is funny. There we go. That's it. Blockade Le Havre. But it's probably not actually going to be blockading it. Any ships still chilling? We have the Heimdall here, I guess. Not great. Dual Babettes plus, but plus a tall Babette for small guns and fore and aft, and then Nelson Q done. That's weird. What are you making? If I made that... Okay, I'm not gonna be rude about this, right? But I think that the ship you've made me build already, the Jericho, is already kind of a dud. If that thing's going to do well in combat, I'm going to be very surprised. It's funny, though, so I appreciate it. Okay, literally our entire navy, every single ship we have nearby is currently at France. Let's invite Le Havre. Like a 4 super duper duper imposed 4.5 to 8.9. Yeah, I kind of figured. Yes, we have to pay it. $617 million. This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea. These things are not equal. I'll resolve it. Hey, that's actually surprisingly good. I can't build that at the moment. Fleet superiority. I keep forgetting to ask people to make this for me. So, we don't quite have double the tonnage. It would be nice if we did, but we don't. And we do have some ships down here somewhere. Probably move these up to here as well. Try to get double their tonnage. Nah. Also, the reason why the French aren't really attacking us is very simple. They have almost nothing. They have a torpedo boat and 2 battleships, and that's all they have left. I've kind of bumped them out of the... Is it Hugo Boss? No. Absolutely not. Fight to the end. We're gonna do that again. No. It's supposed to, like, look like a military uniform, but no. I do not wish to be in any way connected to that. Let's see if we can catch them. Bon. Actually, the Bon's are fairly good. Yeah, understandable. Okay. Still an arrows, though. Even though the uniforms were looking sick as hell, the people who wore them kind of tainted the look for the future generations. Absolutely. What do you have against this battleship? Okay, now it's gone. Whatever. Yours is gone as well, but so is mine. I wanted to get rid of it anyway, so I don't really care. What's like the pre-Dreadnought class battleship? The really weird one. Apparently they have something that works. No, I mean, their battleships are actually fairly good. I'll give them that, right? Their battleships are fairly good. Unfortunately, that doesn't help them at the moment. You always say you blame the drip but not the drip. Also, with a recent, well, not redesign, but upgrade of the design, there's been a lot of stuff added and a bit of stuff that, yeah, tells it apart, I'd say. I think I'm just gonna have to pay... Actually, this is actually very good for us. 1, it's not a lot of money. We make this back in 1 turn. 2, we're reducing unrest. Our unrest is actually quite high at the moment. Our naval prestige drops, but we have more than enough of that. The suicide necklace? Yes, the Siberian crystal necklace. Listen, it's fine. It's a necklace that is a very big... That's a reference to a video game. The one that's actually part of the music that's from. In universe of Command & Conquer, there's a substance called Tiberium, which is a crystal that takes minerals from everything and turns it into itself. Yeah, basically, it's a hazard. It transforms everything into Tiberium. And I made the artist that made the reference sheet put a Tiberium necklace around my neck. It's very cool. We're about to get Northern France just by the fucking military barging in. Yep, there we go. And also, the army has decided to just immediately swoop around. Peace sign between... Okay. 39 months. Minor victory. Minor victory. Minor victory. Minor? By the way, out of curiosity, did the character have a name? No. I'm still not sure about the name. I don't want any of your ships. Actually, give me that destroyer. Because it's cheap, and that way I can have a trophy ship. Also, I like the name. Ooh. They have to pay a lot of reparations. They have to pay a lot of the reparations here. Coming up with names is hard. See, once you put a name on a character, you get unreasonably attached. Listen, I am already unreasonably attached because, consider this. While this character doesn't depict me in any way, it depicts all of my interests, and also, it is the avatar that I use on stream, and have used for not quite a year, but quite a long time. Kind of want that. Give me that as well. It would be very nice to scroll around the map right now. Middle Congo sounds good. Prefer wolf girls? Yes, actually. I very much appreciate them. It's not just that. It's a general amalgamation of many of my interests. Not just as in, you know, wolf girl, but also as in the fact that it wears a military uniform. It has some references to Command & Conquer. It has references to Hunt Showdown in the new art. It has an MP7. It has some of the art that has been created already. For example, my starting soon screen has a very much a naval background with a Königsberg like cruiser in the background, which is very cool. So yeah, it's an amalgamation of all of my interests. So we still have 168 million that they should pay. 5 million for some islands, sure, why not? Demon Girls, no further explanation. You want the DD? Yes, I want one destroyer. It's a trophy ship. Basically, just keep it to have it. How about Laos? I was thinking about it. The thing is, do I want Laos, Mauritania, or one of the islands up here? Corsica is Let's take Corsica. Corsica is historically relevant. Let's take Corsica. And the Maracas Islands. It's 5 million more for another island. They gave me every single thing that I wanted. Yeah, he was fired. I'm pretty sure he was just kicked in the balls. They just lost all their shit. So, we took Corsica, which is funny. Is it beneficial? Not really. Not those but funny things that you have an outfit that's basically like one of theirs. Ah, I see. So we suddenly have a lot of Africa in our hands. Very nice. Bonifacius in Corsica? Apparently. Assembled the outfit about half a year before it came out. I do agree that demon gods are very nice. But wolf gods, though. Also, the reason why it's a wolf has multiple... there's multiple reasons why it's a wolf. I've actually made a Twitter post about it a while ago. One, wolves, while not representing Germany, they are quite common, and they are becoming more common again. So that's pretty neat. Because Bonifacio is a Philippine hero. You can tell me about that, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna have to believe you. And more importantly, I can't sleep during full moons. Like, I have genuine troubles falling asleep during a full moon. So, it just seemed fitting. Also, hang on a minute. They fought the Russians back and now they're advancing on their own. Hold up. Look, France. I mean, they just lost a lot of land. The fact that I got Corsica is just adding insult to injury. Does it do much for me? No. Is it funny? Absolutely. Anyway, you know what? Let's use our new pod. It seems quite nice. Let's not park all of the ships here, though. Let's take these back. Sleep just about anywhere. Normally I can sleep very well in basically, like, I usually take naps at work, like, during lunch breaks. With no issue. But during full moons, I can't sleep at night at all. It just does not work. Okay, let's move you back to Danzig. I don't know why you... Oh, wait, no, I asked you to come around here ages ago. Wait, no, where the fuck did you come? Majuro? Okay. That's... You basically just cross half the earth to get here late. That's pretty hilarious, not gonna lie. Let me just quickly check something, because we have some ships that are being built that don't have a port selected yet. First of all, hang on, let me just quickly look at the world map here. Yep, this is, yep. Fleets. This one is going to produce in Emden. This one's going to be produced in Bremen, and this one's going to be produced in Hamburg. You know what? The Jericho is going to be produced, just adding insult to injury yet again, in France, Le Havre. You are going to be built Kiel, I guess, and you're going to be built in Pillau. Basically just making sure that none of the ships that I actually need are going to be produced halfway across the globe in a place where I can't use them. Because that would be annoying. Also, the 3 battleships that we were building have just completed. I think. So, Le Havre, how much are you? You're barely even used. Okay, we're gonna stall the rest here anyway. Good time again. Good night. Have a good night, Bakasura. Okay. How much longer is the Jericho? Oh, until it's built? Quite a long time. Yeah, the Jericho is gonna take a while to build. 13 months. Actually, 12 months. It builds a bit faster than I could expect. Which is neat. So. The Pambo class is currently being commissioned, which is very good. I think it is finally time that we should get rid of the Heimdall class once and for all. Okay. We are currently not at war. We have expanded our territory. We actually... the fact that we have Northern France is very good. Though the army is now split between these two areas, and like if we go to war with France again, they might actually have a valid shot at getting it back. We'll just have to deal with that when the time comes. Okay. I still would love to have the channel down here, but because it doesn't even belong to any major nation, that will be troublesome. I think we can just leave stuff the way it is for the moment. Fleets. It's going to take 1 more month to commission the Palmbo class. Mine Hunter get 3. Very good. No, because we're going to have to very much remodel our entire fleet. Which means that at the moment I do not want to go to war with the British. They are very much busy with other wars. And they're actually doing fairly well as well. They're still building 126 ships. They're still getting money. That's hilarious. So we now have 11 battleships ready for duty. Now, give me 1 second. Class Heimdall. There we go. It's the last Heimdall class battleship that is left. Let's mothball it. So how many heavy cruisers do we have at the moment? 13. So that means we need a whole bunch of Saxonies. This thing weighs 13,400 tons. Okay. And just quickly, need 175,000 tons to be able to build 13 of them at once. 175,000 tons. We can do that. We can just build 13 of them right now. Which, honestly, it's probably our best idea. Boom. 27 million in the negative per turn. However, we're gonna need them badly. We also shall build them all around Germany. Like, let's build 3 of them in Hamburg. 3 of them in Kiel, I guess. Some in Pillau. Some in Danzig. And the last one, I guess, in Wilhelmshaven. Very good. And now we shall just quickly make some money. Also, our maximum shipyard size upgrade has just finished, so that's very nice. Ships damaged by mines. We're not at war, so that's good. That has not worked. Portugal, Ottoman Empire, okay. It's fine. You want the Crown Prince? Have at it. I don't need it. Well, that's the mothballed ship dealt with. Goodbye, dear battleship. I don't know what they want with it. It's outdated to an absolutely ridiculous degree, but I guess they have it now. Speed of protection 3, that's good. 14-inch guns! We have the next big... Can't do that. Not right now. Our docks are being taken up by... by ourselves. We can try to improve relations with the British again. If it doesn't work, We have enough naval prestige to deal with it. It shall be fine. We can now build heavy cruisers. Nice, I guess. Good, good. Building ourselves a little bit of a cushion again, just in case the British get bad ideas. Now, on the other hand, who is the next target that we want to go to war with? Because I think Spain might be it. Spain's not doing so hot. They are highly respected naval prestige-wise, and their people are content. But the technology is behind, they don't have a lot of ships. They are the perfect target for bullying. And also, they give us access to some very, very nice territories. If we were to capture mainland Spain. Specifically, western and southern. I don't really care about northern Spain, personally. So, the Sahara, I don't know. Not great ports. Equatorial Guinea could be nice. We have so much of Africa now under control, it's insane. Also, I don't know where that second island is that we took control over. Because I know that we got a second island from them. But I don't know where it is. I have no clue. Might be one of the tiny islands over here. Now that already belonged to us, I think. Those already belong to us. I think it was this, actually. 240 soldiers on that tiny island. Very interesting. Oh, it seems that Russia has gone through a revolution because it's now the Russian Empire. Either that or they were already the Russian Empire and missed it. Now, who has won? Yeah, and immediately the US go back to war with Italy. And Italy goes to war with Russia. Yeah, you can have a destroyer. I can afford building that right now. We're just undergoing a big change in our military structure, so we need some dock space for ourselves. The good thing is that these things only take 11 months. Hang on a minute. Was that? Did that belong to the French, to the British before? It might have. I wasn't paying attention. Also, I don't know if there was any, like, I don't know who of them won the war. I think the British did, because the Americans don't have much left in terms of ships. Improved relations with the British. Which is very funny. That actually puts us in this very interesting spot where we could go to war with America at the moment that we get a good beachhead somewhere. But the problem is we don't have a good beachhead. These are tiny ports over here. These are some decent ports, but eh. I mean, having the Panama Canal would be great. That way we can go through there even during wartime. And attacking the mainland turns out to be very difficult. I don't think there's many good beachheads for America. Hamilton is tiny. St. John's is an okay port. Also, we're about to almost form an alliance with America, so that's not the most important question at the moment. The United States offers an alliance agreement but needs a considerable financial aid to support its navy. Is it something that you would interest us? With money to share and ally to fight with us in a future war would be considerable assets. We understand the problems of the United States, but if they do not have the money to support the navy, how can they be valuable to us? We should not accept. Okay, we have an alliance now. That's good. Mark 3 5-inch guns. Very good. Can't do that right now. So at the moment, we are actually arguably the stronger navy in this alliance, which is kind of funny. Because I started wooing the Americas thinking that they would be strong, but at the moment they're not looking particularly strong. We actually outclass the British until all of the ships are done. Which, yeah, it's a lot of ships. The majority in Parliament calls for immediate action against China. What is your reaction? It is necessary to provoke China into attacking us, so that the public opinion is on our side. I do agree with that statement, actually. If it is not ready for war, it's necessary to increase the financial... I do want to go for this. Our government wants to organize an international regatta to promote the mutual understanding at sea between all countries. What is your opinion? You agree in planning events that contribute to world peace? It would be a waste of money that would be better used to strengthen our fleets, as if the government had nothing else to do. No, I actually agree. We have the money as well, so that's good. Krupp Armor 3. Ooh, that's a big refit. That's a big refit right there. That's going to save us shitloads of weight. Now this hull is probably out of date. Actually, it's not. Interesting. What light cruisers do we even have available at this point? Light cruiser 2, 3, and 4. And semi-armor cruiser, but I don't want to use those. I think this is what the Dresden is. First things first. Crop 3. Saving us a few hundred tons right off the bat. Is there anything else? We have mine layers. We can put an advanced mine layer on here. What else? We have torpedo protection 3. Anti-flood 3 as well. Double hull. Corvette 3. Citadel 2, that's all good. And nice. We could go forced boilers, but we don't need it. Natural boilers are fine for this ship. Save the design. Next ship. The Bielefeld. Again, we're going to have to keep using them for... Actually, no. I'm not even going to remodel these. I'm currently building the Saxony already. I'm going to have to remodel these the moment that they're done, though. Because Krupp 3 saves us about 500 tons. Very good. Anti-flood 3 is already in. Reinforced bulkheads, that's good, that's good. Anti-top 3 fits. Actually, that saved us more than that. Stereoscopic rangefinder 2 is already in. Very good, very good. Probably increase the range at this point. Yep, we can. Save the design. Saxony upgraded. The destroyer, I don't think it'll make much difference to the weight, but it will make a difference to the armor class, though, you know, it's a destroyer. Drop 3. Save me 2 tons. Sweet. Shame, okay, that doesn't fit. That's a bit close. This is fine. We're gonna need to make new destroyers soon to him anyway. Then the Bon. Upgrade it further. 5-inch Mark III turrets. Now they are also open-top turrets. Have significantly increased range though. I should have actually saved us some, like, a good chunk of weight already. Yeah. Yeah, it has. And it's going to save us even more weight. Another 800 tons just shaved off the top. Anti-top 3. And anti-flood 3. Good. Good. Add another inch to the main belt armor. Anything else I want to change about this? Telescopic rangefinder. Ooh, we have Call It 2 now. Less accuracy penalty. A penetration loss. Less shell damage extra. Also, I think for the moment we're actually going to stick with Ballista. It's doing well, and we have a decent gun range. Kane lives. Oh, that's way too heavy. Okay, okay. Okay. 26.8 flash fire chance. Not great. Can deal with it. 9 inches and then 4.5 inches. Yep, that works. That is the Bonn upgraded. Let's upgrade the Bremen. Got 3, anti-Sorb 3, and then anti-Flood 3. Telescopic rangefinder's already in. We still have a backload of weight to play around with. Now we have 400 tons. I think we're going to leave that as a reserve. Maybe increase this to 3. Can't quite do that, but you know, that's good. Save the design. That's the Bremen upgraded. Rudberg, I don't really even want to bother. We can upgrade the Jericho. Just because it's funny. Make it a bit lighter. Only to then make it heavier again. Oh, that's already in there. Actually very nice. Yeah, I think that's good. Jericho upgrade it. So that the moment that that is done, we're gonna have to upgrade that as well. Did I already have a remodel of the part warp? No, I did not. Then let's do that real quick. I think this is going to be, for the moment, our most capable battleship. Even though it uses 11-inch guns, they are fairly strong. And especially, they have a fairly good reload. Let's make this 11.2-inch guns, just for the fun of it. Yeah, this thing is serious business. actually scale this back a little bit. To have a few hundred tons to play with here. Seems good, apart from that. This thing shall be the menace of the sea. That's why we have 3 of them. That's because of Königsberg. Why are you badly placed? Apparently it doesn't even have anything to do with that. Apparently it has something to do with this thing, which is probably because it's now a Mark III and requires a bit more space. Oh well, I guess. Got 3, anti-top 3. Bit of extra weight here. Bit of extra armor. Speed is okay. I think that's good. From here on, I'm pretty sure that we're just repeating. The Bielefelds, we're gonna sell that anyway. The Dresden has been upgraded. Yep, okay. Did not save? Oh, it's this thing down here. Exit. Also, I should go through the list and actually delete some older actually, I'm gonna have to do that after I upgrade, don't I? Probably do, probably do. Alright. That's just gonna have to happen then. How's it standing with these? Okay, we have 50,000 tons to play with, so we can probably upgrade a few ships. Palmburg weighs 30,000 tons, so let's refit them one at a time. Also, we're not actually making money every turn, which is very nice. Also, we're going to change that very soon again, which is also very nice. Let's see whether or not Austria is actually pushing back the Russians, because naval warfare-wise, the Austrians have been crushed. However, they're not attacking through the navy. China demands to stop naval activities near the borders as they consider them a hostile action. The Prime Minister requires your action to reply. Agree to the demands and try to pacify them with a generous compensation because you don't want to increase the tension between our countries. Refuse to comply, our fleet must be free to navigate on global waters. Yeah. I should actually pay attention to our current relations with China. Because it seems like the game is very much pushing us to war with them. Now, we only have Tsingtao over here. We have a few ships here. Nothing big. 2 heavy cruisers, a light cruiser, and a torpedo boat. Which is pretty hilarious, because we can't even build torpedo boats anymore. Actually, no, we can build them, but we can't design them anymore. There's some tiny islands with, like, 2 destroyers and stuff like that. Very much outdated navies along the islands here. Friedrich Wilhelmshaven. We don't have anything actually capable of supporting a navy back here. Which would be very nice to change. How is your naval looking? Navy. Oh, you're another battleship-focused navy. You're very behind in technology. So that's probably very good for us. Okay, fleets. Actually, no, ship design. Upgrade the Palmburg again. Next one. Also ship design. Where's the other Palmburg upgrades? There we go. You can go. Don't need you anymore. Where's the other Palmburg? Actually, no, there we go. We'll just quickly check. When are our cruises going to be done? 8 months. 8 months and our cruisers will be done. Alright, alright. Russian Empire signed a peace treaty with Empire Japan. War reparations can be given to all members of the winner alliance. I see. Very good. Should we follow them to a war that is not ours? No. No. Why are you going to war with 2 nations at the same time? Oof. That's a bad idea on your part, my friend. I might be friends with you, but that doesn't mean I have to go to war with them. Especially since the Italians look very annoying. Upgrade the last department book. Very good. Also upgrade the docks again. At the moment we're still stabilizing a territory that has been gained in the last war, so... Steam gas torpedoes. The enemy force is actually reducing there. Probably because they're not at war right now. Interesting. Very weird. Ship design, upgrade the... Actually, yeah, okay, we don't actually have them done yet. Upgrade the Bremen class. What do we have 4? For good reason. That's because we built only 2 of another class. Something is costing us extra money this turn. Don't know what it is, though. Crew training doctrine, okay. Oh! I see what happened. Wait, no I don't. Why? What? What happened there? What just finished? Something just finished building, but I don't know what? Ah! I see, I see. The Jericho, the Königsberg, and the Lutzer are done. Also, let me just turn that back on. Now we're only building 13 heavy cruisers, and then it will all be fine. Our navy will be on the newest level. The government is worried about the growing international tension. A military confrontation with the Italian Empire becomes possible. What is your advice? If you want peace, prepare for war. The naval budget must be increased. We need to intimidate the Italian navy by significantly enhancing our military strength. Negotiate with the Italian Empire and, if necessary, provide concessions. I would like to raise the GDP and not do either of the others. But well. International conference, journalists asked about your naval expenditures policy. You believe in the continuous development of a powerful military fleet as an answer to the increased naval expenditures of other countries. You think that our fleet is equipped with everything necessary to defend itself and is currently focusing on training the crew. You state that our navy is ready to fulfill its duty in respect of the agreements with other countries. All of these are positive. Interesting. Hi, Ricky. Yes, I shall drink once more, Jameson. I'm not gonna be streaming for much longer, I'll be entirely honest. Twitch keep crashing today. I see. That's a shame. That's a shame. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Also, now that the Jericho is done, we can immediately refit. It's also an expensive ship, apparently. This thing is weird. Also, we can actually refit more than one ship at a time now. Probably drive update. Large Industrial has proposed a redistribution of the government's budget in favor of the industrial sector at the expense of the arm and naval budget. Honestly, I agree. Now, we're going to make less in the short term, but still. There's a military crisis in Upper Volta. The government suggests using the current situation to strengthen your own influence in the region. What do you think? Set a developments to fight and help find a peaceful solution. Set a division to demonstrate a naval power. The fleet is not ready, but you know what? Set a fleet. It's fine. We're going to be able to handle this. Upgrade both of the Königsbergs. Which should still leave us at a good chunk left. Yep, we can still do 80,000 tons more. So we're going to upgrade all three of these. Which is going to put us at a definite deficit this month, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm only going to continue until all of the heavy cruisers are built at the most. And then I'm going to stop for today. Which is not going to take much longer. So yeah. At the moment, we are currently waiting on 3 months for the heavy cruisers. So, ship design. The Bonn can be refitted, both of them. And I think we can probably refit all of these V12s. Yep, and we still have 40,000 tons to play with. That is very good. Ship design. The Dresden 4 can go. Dresden 5 can be the current upgrade. 40,000 tons, that's probably like this. I could probably go a bit more, but don't have to push it. Don't have to push it right now. Ooh, new battlecruiser hulls. That's gonna be very neat. Gonna be very neat. We're still upgrading the light cruisers. So, we're going to quickly go through the list here. So, we're not going to use this one anymore. We're not going to use this one anymore. The V12 is also obsolete. The Bremen up here is also obsolete. The Bonn up here is obsolete. The Württemberg up here is obsolete. We don't use any Heimdalls anymore. The Bielefeld up here is obsolete. The Dresden as well. This destroyer class is entirely gone. We don't use V1s anymore. We still have a few, I think. But I would like to just get away from those as fast as possible. The old Dresdens can go. The Heimdalls are, as I said, completely gone. Basically just clearing out the list to not make it as much of a mess. So the Württemberg is in there still. Don't think we're gonna make more of those. So we have the Saxony. Did we even? I don't think we refitted this. We should have refitted this. Did I not refit this? Oh no, I did. Why did that not appear on the list? That was weird. Very weird. There it is. Can't currently use the refit because they're still being built. So these all refit, these all refit, these all refit. Yep. These are being built. Upgrade the rest of these guys. Finances should be the right tab. Okay. Continue. what we're going to do the moment that these heavy cruisers are done, which is actually right now, you want a Jericho-class heavy cruiser, a battle cruiser. I don't know why you do, but you do, and you can have it. Go ahead. I'm gonna have to tell that to Avocado, because somebody actually bought fucking Jericho. I don't understand why you would do that, but they did. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna turn off... Actually, we're gonna have to... yeah. We should turn this off. Sort by class. And go through all of these Bielefeld class cruisers. Oh wait, there's even more. And set the crew to 0. The reason being, these are incredibly outdated cruisers that we do not want to use anymore unless we absolutely have to. If somebody wants to buy them, they can go and snatch them up for a bargain bin price. I just want them gone. Suddenly we make a lot more money, because that is a lot of money that we're saving on crew and expenditures to keep them up to date. So, very good. Ship design. We can upgrade. Actually, they're still being commissioned, so it's fine. We're not going to upgrade the Bielefelds to the new standard, because we're going to get rid of them anyway. If nobody asks for them, we should just get rid of them. And 3 battle cruisers are now commissioned. 13 heavy cruisers are also commissioned. Very good. With an active fleet of 79 ships. We actually have almost as many battleships as we have heavy cruisers, which is very funny. Württemberg class battleship. I don't know why you want the Württemberg. You can have that, Kaiser Augusta. Go ahead. I don't need it. And now the Saxonies are all commissioned. Just gonna do striking sweep and put them all in here. And then next month, they should all be commissioned again. Now fully upgraded to the modern standard. And it is all okay. It's all alright. We've arrived in 1910. We are probably and arguably the most modern navy on the current world stage. 3 Dresden-class light cruisers. Sure, you can have them. You can have that as well. If you want to buy 1 cruiser every turn, you can all have them. However, for today I'm going to have to save and end my stream. Tomorrow I should be back with Hitman again, where we are apparently getting very close to the end of the game. Let me just quickly check where I can raid. So that's going to be very... Hello, Big Mac. Thank you very much for the raid. I'm going to give you a shout out. As you can tell, you have just arrived in the exact moment I was going to end my stream as well. I am very sorry. If you want to see what kind of abominations we have created today, though, I can at least show you that. Because we have created some ships. It's, you know, mostly okay, like the first battle cruisers that we have available. Not too bad. The first relatively reasonable heavy cruiser. Pretty alright. And then a viewer has made me build this. Don't ask, I don't know either. This is quite something. I don't know quite what, but it's something. You have 3 centerline main guns that are not at the front or at the rear, getting none of the benefits of the usual main battery. You have Nelson's secondaries at the rear, plus another secondary at the front. I don't know either. This ship is wild. I really need to stop the stream. I'm very late already. Thank you very much for the raid. I do really appreciate it, but unfortunately you've caught me at the perfect timing, I guess. If it works, why not? I don't know if it works yet. We've built one of them, but it hasn't gotten to be used. Fuck is this? James said you weren't there? Yeah, also, we've defeated the French. They have lost northern France and basically a whole chunk of their African territories. And some islands, including Corsica. Corsica's ours. So that's nice. But yeah, as I said, I really do need to end the stream here. So let me just see who is currently still streaming. You know what? Let's go and say hello to Voltrak, who is streaming again after a while of inactivity. They're streaming currently Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I see. Your game half the world is dissolved. Again? What are you doing with them all? Actually, I know what you're doing. You're not even 1910. I mean, hey, it's fine. I mean, I was very much focusing on the War of the French, and they just did not want to go down, motherfuckers. They just, like, they had 2 battleships and a torpedo boat, and they still wouldn't dissolve. That was all they had. Anyway, let me just quickly start the raid. French is the end boss. I do not believe so. Currently, it actually looks like either Italy or Britain is got to be the end boss. They currently have the most competent navy, it seems. Like, if I look into the politics tab, once it loads, you have the British with 78 ships and 177 being built. A solid balance of the navy. You know, everything being quite nice. And then you have the Italians with 132 active ships. Only 1 battleship. But a lot of cruisers, lots of destroyers and lots of torpedo boats. And considering this does not come out to 132, actually it might come out to a little bit less, but I don't know about the submarines. And they're still building 29. The Americans are getting absolutely screwed by the AI, so that's hilarious. The Austrians have been absolutely screwed by the AI. The Spanish have been absolutely screwed. The Chinese have been absolutely screwed. But they are building up a bit of a navy. Just a very outdated one. Yeah, we are very much doing well. But anyway, I'm going to have to end the stream for the day. Enjoy your evening. I hope you will be back eventually. And I'm going to be back tomorrow with Hitman. And let's go and say hello to Voltrak. Have a good night. Bye.